Today I'm going to explain the area and boundary coverage or the survey deletion coverage with your title policy when purchasing a home in Texas. The title policy and survey section of a Texas Real Estate Commission 1 to 4 family residential resale contract talks about the seller furnishing the buyer with an owner policy of title insurance in the amount of the sales price, insuring the buyer against loss, but subject to a list of promulgated or standardized exclusions. Simply put, that means the items on this exceptions or exclusion list are not items covered by your title insurance. In short, these exclusions include existing building and zoning ordinances, restrictive covenants, standby fees, taxes and assessments, liens created as a part of financing, utility easements, marital rights, exceptions related to waters, tidelands, beaches, streams, and related matters, and the exclusion or exclusion regarding minerals approved by the Texas Department of Insurance, and reservations or exceptions otherwise permitted by the contract or approved by the buyer in writing. And then finally, the main topic of discussion of this video are the exceptions due to discrepancies, conflicts, shortages in the area or boundary lines, encroachments, or protrusions or overlapping improvements. This last list of exceptions that I just mentioned is sometimes called the area and boundary coverage, or the survey deletion. It means that if any of the matters listed exist on the property at the time of closing, the buyer does not have title insurance coverage for those items. That means the cost of litigation and attorney's fees would be the responsibility of the buyer in the case there's a loss resulting from one of these items. Some examples of things not covered would be an adjoining landowner with improvements encroaching onto the buyer's property or vice versa, a fence not on the boundary line, improvements on the buyer's property that sit into an easement or over a building restriction on the property, or surveyor errors in locating improvements or the boundary lines of a property. The area and boundary exceptions can be amended for a fee to take out much of the verbiage. This verbiage is then replaced to read, quote, shortages in area, close quote, meaning that an accurate survey was submitted to the title company and approved to amend this list of exceptions. At this point, your title insurance will offer you coverage resulting from discrepancies, conflicts in boundaries, encroachments, and protrusions or overlapping improvements not shown on your survey and not known at the time of closing. However, any items found during the review of the survey would become additional exceptions to coverage in your title insurance policy.